Good evening, one all. My call sign is Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey, but I'm live streaming on behalf of VA3CJZ, our friend Chuck down in Lower City, for the Wednesday edition of it's always the Wednesday edition of the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is week number 1702, I believe, and we're waiting for 8 p.m. for Chuck to open up the net. There we go. If you're checking in on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe.
All right, we are live.
He's 2 times live.
Oh, geez. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Bonsoir, tout le monde, et bienvenue. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, opening the Amateur Radio Exchange Group, or A.REG for short. And for Wednesday, today is Wednesday, April 22nd, 2026. My name is Chuck, and my station is located in Hamilton, Ontario, at the western tip of Lake Ontario. And tonight is week 1,702 weeks that A.REG has been on the air. We meet here every Wednesday between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. Eastern Time, here on 146.430 megahertz. And since this is a simplex net, not everyone will be able to hear everyone else. So normally I would live stream the net on YouTube, so people who tune in will be able to hear stations that they can't hear on their radio, hear how their audio sounds on the air, see their signal strength, as well as see my station layout. But tonight I'm experiencing some technical difficulties with my equipment, and so Mac is now streaming the net on YouTube, so type in VA3IMW and then click on the live button. You can follow us along there. And so thank you, Mac, for streaming the net. It is greatly appreciated. So I'd also like to congratulate all the newly licensed amateurs and welcome you to the hobby, as well as returning amateurs after an absence from the hobby. Welcome back. Finally, I'd like to ask everyone to please leave a 1-second delay at least between transmissions to allow others to break in. Any time-sensitive portables, mobiles, or priority traffic to want to check in now, please come ahead.
Victor Echo 3, Victor Yankee Tango.
All right, Victor Echo 3, Victor Yankee Tango. Edward, come on in.
Yes, Mr. Cheap is sitting here in front of Fortino's waiting for them to discount the muffins, which normally happens between 8 and 8:15. So that's my excitement for the evening. Can't wait to get the day old.
So you've got it down to a schedule then. You know when this is going to happen?
Yeah, you gotta befriend the staff and find out their tendencies. Sometimes some people like to delay it till 5 to 9 sort of thing, but the crew on tonight in the bakery is gonna do it earlier.
All right, that's funny right there. All right, another tip for people who are frugal. my better half. She often gets things on the cart where it's discounted, day olds, what have you. Anywhere she goes. Right on. Other than that, Edward, any radio work lately, or how are things been on the airwaves for you?
No, not too much radio work. Has been the income tax week. It's kind of like the financial archaeology project, trying to figure out what happened for the last 365 days. So got that done yesterday. So I've been free to roam around finally after about 3.5 days of rooting through drawers. So I'm feeling good about that. Other than that, I've been just reading up on Meshtastic, which seems to be the buzzword of the month, more or less. I know Wade is writing a few things up on Discord there, and I've been reading up and talking to some folks. So hopefully you'll be able to choose what kind of hardware we might invest in the near future. So that's my radio goings on for now.
Oh, okay, very good, Edward. Well, thank you for sharing. And, geez, I don't know if it's the weather's supposed to be nicer. You never know. But we usually get only one day of nice. So if you got anything planned for outdoors there, but things are slowly, very slowly, heading towards a real spring. We have been below seasonal temperatures so far, except for, like I mentioned, the odd day. So anyhow, Edward, thanks for checking in, sir. You going to stick around for a while?
Yeah, I guess, other than having to race in a few minutes and check if they've hit the price tags, put the price tags on. Yeah, I'll be listening for a little while, about 20 minutes worth, I think, once I get that done. Now, I did remember one thing. I'm not home, which is why I forgot. But I do have a radio delivery coming today. My son's probably staring at the box by now. I decided to splurge and get a post-tax season radio. I found this TID radio, TID radio, and it's VHF, UHF handheld for about $60-$70 with built-in APRS. Something I hadn't seen before. Up until now, I'd have only heard of the Kenwood, which I think had APRS, but that was like a $1,000 radio. So I'm willing to give this Chinese gem a try. So that'll be my excitement for tomorrow morning, cracking it open, kind of like Christmas.
Oh, that's fantastic, Edward. Well, thanks for the tip. I'm familiar with the brand, TID Radio. Never had one, but geez. APRS under $100. That's fantastic. I'm gonna have to check that out. Now, where did that come from, if you don't mind me asking?
Somewhere along the way, I signed up for an email from those guys, and they sent me one last week, I think it was, and it was an H10 radio, and it was the TID Radio website, tidradio.com, I believe. I looked on Amazon, but I didn't see any, and I looked on AliExpress, and it gave me a headache. And so I just went, okay, I'll just buy it from them because they sent it to me.
Yeah, okay, very good. I'm going to have to check that out. I was looking for one that was reasonable, so that's a great tip, Edward. All right, thank you very much, sir. All right, I'll let you go get those muffins, or check on them anyways. And with that, let's open up the net to anyone and everyone with a valid license who'd like to check in tonight. Please come now.
Victor Echo 3, Kilo, Mike, Quebec. Victor Echo 3, Golf, November.
Okay, I got two more there. Victor Echo 3, Kilo Mike, Quebec, and Victor Echo 3, Golf, November. Let's bring in Mike, VA3CJZ.
Yeah, good evening, Chuck, and everybody else on the net this evening. Hope everybody's doing well. Coming to you tonight off my handheld as opposed to my radio down in the shack. So, sitting in the comfort of the living room, multitasking by watching the hockey game and checking into the net here. So So I imagine my signal's down a fair bit from what it normally would be, because normally I do run an amplifier on it. But just 10 watts off this handheld radio. So I'll have to check out later on onto the A.REG YouTube live stream and hear what I'm sounding like on the handheld. Anyway, thought I'd let you know on that. Back to you there, Chuck. VA3CJZ.
Okay, Mike, very good then. First of all, I did have my receive amp on and you were S9, but when I turned it off, you were an S3, solid S3. So good job from your location to mine. And second part is tonight's live stream is being done by Mac, VA3IMW, as I am having audio difficulties with my streaming software. So, or my laptop, or both, who knows right now. But yeah, you can check your signal strength over to Mac's place on the stream and hear your audio as well. Back to you.
Yeah, okay, Chris. Well, good to know, and thanks for letting me know on that. Yeah, I'll have to check that out later on to see how it is. And by the way, I might have mentioned it again. It's a great tool having that YouTube the live stream available. You know, even days later, if one forgets, as I do sometimes, to go back to that YouTube and just see, you know, what signal strength and also audio quality are like. So it's great to have that. I'll certainly do that. You know, either later on today or next day, whatever. Anyway, not much going on with me, just a lot of little things here and there around the house. But thought I'd take a break and do give you a check-in here, just to say hello, and swing it back to you there, Chuck. VA3CJZ, VA3KMQ.
Okay, Mike, very good then, and do appreciate your check-in, and hopefully by next week I'll have everything sorted out. I did a Windows reinstall, and you know, headaches come with that. So anyhow, thanks again, Mike, and have a great rest of the evening. Moving on, let's bring in Rob, VE3 Golf November.
Yeah, good evening, Chuck, and good evening to everyone on the net. And I can hear Mike. Good evening to Mike there. I can hear you quite well here, and on the West Mountain. How are you doing today, Chuck?
I'm doing all right. Let's see now. 2 more sleeps, and then on Friday I go in for my 6-month procedure done on my back to help alleviate some of the pain. And so looking forward to that. And I also bought a new G5 RV antenna, and that's on the way. And weather better warm up when I get it, so I can put it up without having to wear a winter jacket.
Yeah, no kidding. I was almost wearing a winter jacket. I went to see a friend of mine for coffee today, and drive to another part of the city, and it wasn't raining, so we walked from his place to the coffee place, which is about maybe half an hour, 25-minute walk, and just to go for the walk kind of thing. And it was pretty chilly, I gotta say. Yeah, it was pretty chilly, about 9 degrees. But yeah, what can you do? April is to be in a few months as well. So we're almost at the end of it. Hopefully May will be better. Yeah, on the back, when you say you're looking forward to it, I imagine you're being sarcastic about it. No fun getting needles in your back, but I imagine that's a bit of a pain. I got little things that I got to get taken care of every so often, going to check stuff, and it's, you know, poked and prodded and stuff. It's just it's part of getting older, Chuck. It's the bottom line. Older.
Yes, I know. I keep getting reminded of that fact. But, you know, not much you can do about it except try and take care of yourself and hang around for a little while longer. Geez, back in the day, you know, people didn't live past 40, or on rare occasions you'd have an elder, but you know, people who worked super hard their whole lives died young. So we've come a long way since then. Anyhow, Rob, do appreciate you checking in, sir. Much appreciated. And do you have anything else? And you're going to stick around for a bit?
Let me see here. What time is it? No, I might stick around for one more round. I go to bed pretty early, but I'll stick around for one more round and then hit the sack. V3G.
All right, sounds good, Rob. Nice strong signal, by the way. Actually, you were wavering. Oh no, I got the amp on again. That's why. Man, the receive amp is great on this thing. All right, so that clears my list. Let's see who else is out there. I'd like to acknowledge, before I do another call out, I'd like to acknowledge everyone who's checked in on the YouTube stream. Debbie is with us tonight. Victor Alpha 3, Oscar Yankee Lima. Good evening, Deb. Hope things are well with you. And we have Mark, VA3 Mike Hotel Victor. Mac, of course, is interacting. And Guy, my cousin Guy from Ottawa, getting his license at some point this year. And we got Wade stopping by and saying hi, VA3 November Charlie Alpha. So with that, let's see who else would like to check in on the radio. Please come now.
VA3RUB. VA3NCA.
VA3IMW.
All right, I got a few of you there, and I think the first guy was like Quick Draw McGraw. Was that VE3BNW?
Certainly was.
Okay, stand by. So I've got BNW, RUB, NCA, IMW. If you don't mind, I know Jack likes to take off after he checks in, so we'll bring in Jack from Mississauga, VE3RUB.
Yeah, VA3CJZ from VA3RUB. Yeah, you're right. Just in and out. They're paging me to go downstairs. I have to go on a little drive. So I thought I'd check in real quick there, Chuck, and say hello and goodbye. We'll chat later. Have a good night and take care for now. I'm VA3CJZ from VE3RUB Mississauga. We'll be clear. Take care.
Okay, Jack. Thanks again for checking in. Nice, strong audio. All right, take care. Have a great rest of the evening, and I'll stop in on 146490 when I get a chance and say hi to you and the rest of the guys on the frequency there. Always a pleasure. So we'll clear with VE3RUB, and let's bring in VE3BNW. Bring naked women.
Good evening, Chuck, and all on frequency. I'm just sitting back here playing radio because I got hit with the FT8 bug, and I'm just sitting here listening to you guys. And I've worked Ukraine, France, Germany on 20 meters. Looks like 20 meters are wide open tonight for some reason. So it's having fun with that. Picked up from China land a PAC-12 mobile antenna, so it'll do 40 to 10. Well, it'll do 6 as well, too, I suppose, but it'll do 40 to 10. So, yeah, getting ready for POTA and just playing around.
Oh, my. Another one who's got the POTA bug. Or FT8, I should say. Well, both, you might say. POTA and the other bug there, FT8. So good for you, keeping you busy. You're probably really dreaming about it.
Well, not really dreaming about it, but yeah, it's bringing back old skills I haven't used for a while. Just cut an antenna for 40 meters, so I got that bit of a sloper up there. Put 91 ballon on it, got that up and running. I put a vertical 20 meter up for to work in 20 meters. So the 40 will work on 20, but it seems to do a better job on with a dedicated antenna. And another French station just contacted me. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. It's probably I still have a homemade G5 RV. I guess stick that up one of these days too. But for now, for what it's doing pretty good.
Yeah, right on. Sounds like you're rolling along and getting right back on the saddle, no problem. All right, Bill, do appreciate you checking in, sir, and filling us in on your new endeavors. All right, anything else before I move on?
We're good. I had no laptop here, so I converted that over to Linux. And getting FT8 working on Linux, that's fun. Did it, but it's fun.
Oh, yeah. Something I know nothing about. So, all right, Bill. Thanks again. And moving on, let's bring in Wade, VA3, November Charlie Alpha.
VA3CJZ, VA3NCA. Yeah, good evening, Chuck. Good evening, everybody on net tonight. Here we are, Wednesday, middle of the week, and a great way to spend it with all you. Let's see what's going on. I've been listening when I have had the chance to all that mesh core and mesh-tastic content that Edward mentioned earlier. Very interesting stuff. It's made some progress since the last time I looked at it semi-closely, so just trying to get a handle on it a little more and find some decent little modules that we can maybe experiment with. So that's been a little bit of stuff I've been doing. Also playing a bit with a little experiment I have to have a better exam platform for doing ham radio tests. I'm going to have to go talk to the folks at the regulatory folks at RAC and or on to ISED just to make sure that everything, that I have they're okay to use it. But anyways, it's a way of potentially doing exams that I think is a little nicer, less paper shuffling and less sort of manual marking. It's still all the same official stuff. So I've been playing a bit with that in my spare time there.
Yeah, I mean, we're always thinking of ways of streamlining things, and if you can make it either easier or more comfortable or quicker, you know what I mean, less of a pain. Well, think of it like when during COVID, when businesses were allowing people to work from home, and come to find out after it was all said and done, they wanted everybody to come back. And people are like, man, do you know what kind of a pain it is to have to, pack up the kids and then go in traffic and then fight for a parking spot and then just to get to work. It's so much easier to work from home. So, yeah, it's along the same lines, I guess.
Yeah, that's for sure. I feel that as well because I'm just as comfortable to work from home here at my office desk in the home than I am for traveling, and I'm only 5K away from the campus. So speaking of that, I've got to be in both days tomorrow. I've been in once already this week. I've got to be in 2 more days, tomorrow and Friday. Tomorrow we have an on-site meeting for that data center project, and on Friday we have some sort of kind of a course or a technology demonstration from one of our vendors that we're supposed to be in for. So yeah, I'd kind of prefer to be here, sitting at my desk, but these other things, I guess feel that as well. This is kind of like a so they make official tests, obviously, and I said it gives you an interface to download the PDFs of those tests, and then you're supposed to copy them and hand them to the student. However, they also allow for remote tests these days because of COVID as well, and so they try to adapt this paper process to remote, and it's awkward at best. So, anyways, the point is that I have some software that I've been kind of hacking together to read the PDF copy and present it on a web page that I feel, well, it's easy to mark. For one thing, you push a button and it tells you how you did. And they are official tests. So I hope that meets the spirit and the letter of the law. But anyways, the big part here is going to be the demo, is to find somebody or catch the attention of somebody in the regulatory side of RAC and just make sure that they agree with me.
Yeah, but I guess you're not along the way of thinking. Better to beg for forgiveness than ask permission. You're the opposite.
Yeah, on some cases. I mean, here's the dirty little secret. I already have a hacked together set of commercial products that kind of do this, but they're really meant for what are they? They're really meant for like grade school and high school teachers to give quizzes to their students. And yeah, that works. It's a hell of a lot better than paper. And I kind of demoed it to, very loosely demoed it to, if anybody knows, VA3CJZ, Dave Goodwin. He's a RAC regulatory guy, and he was okay with that. Now this is pretty much that, but it's a web page that I or like a small web app that I wrote myself with judicious help from Claude AI. But anyways, I'm not a developer. I am a technologist, but I'm not a developer. So Claude helped quite a bit. Anyhow, long story medium is that this is basically my cobbled together group of tools in a more cohesive way is my position here. But I guess I could go the route of just trying it, but I don't know. I think I've crossed some sort of line that I probably at least want to chat with with Dave Goodwin about it. But this is what I'm wrestling with right now, Chuck.
All right. Well, I hope everything works out and people find it good to use and it works out. Let us know. All right. Any final thoughts before I bring in Mac?
No, Mac's been waiting patiently there. I'll let you pass it along to him, and I am here for the duration and listening along, Chuck. Thanks. As always, VA3CJZ, VA3NCA, back to you.
All right. I was waiting for the repeater to drop. Oh. All right. So let's bring in Mac, VA3 India Mike Whiskey.
Good evening, Chuck. Here is Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey with you. And yes, my patience is actually fairly good tonight. Managed to get a whole bunch of stuff done between getting home from work and starting up the live stream for the net. So as everybody should be aware, April 30th is the deadline for lying to the government about what you think they owe you. Anyways, I managed to get my taxes all completed, analyzed, optimized, and submitted. So pat myself on the back for that. And it looks like my strategies worked out in my favor. So we've got a plus sign on the right side of the ledger. Anyways, it's not going to make a big difference on what I spend on ham radio equipment in the next few months, but it's nice not to have to pay. Anyways, so the community service announcement, don't be late, especially if you are owing. You want to make sure that your submission is postmarked before the end of April 30th. or if you're submitting electronically, get it in before midnight tomorrow night. Anyways, couple of words for VE3 BMW. Number one, congratulations on the acquisition of the Pac-12 antenna. I'm sure you're going to really appreciate it. I was a little disappointed when you said, well, it'll work 40 meters and 10 meters. It'll work everything, my friend. It'll work 40 meters all the way up through 6. You'll need to do some experimenting with it. So 40 meters is, let's see, that's the upper little line on the rheostat, and pretty much the full extension of the whip and all the elements put together. 20 meters is the lower line or thereabouts, and maybe shortening the whip by about 4 inches. Then when you start to work 17, 15, 12, and 10 meters, you start to let's see. The first thing you do is remove the coil, and then you progressively remove the aluminum screw-in together elements, adjust your whip height until you're working 10 meters with just the base unit and the whip extended to, what's that? I don't know, 6.8 feet or 8 feet or something like that. The really funny one is when you go down to work 6 meters and you have a 4'8" long radiator from the base of the antenna. It's funny, but it works great. Anyways, get out there and experiment with it. Make yourself a little cheat sheet for all of the settings that you find that work for you. And there is no right or wrong answer with a setup for the Pac-12. It's whatever works for you. As you get a little bit more experience with this wonderful piece of equipment, you'll probably want to invest in a 17-foot telescopic whip. And you might even want to buy the supplemental coil. My Pac-12 now will get down to 80 meters. So I can work 80, 60, 40, 20, 17, 12, 15, 12, 10, and 6 meters with that antenna setup. So it's a really great platform for a very quickly deployable antenna, and I'm sure you're going to have a lot of fun with it. Anyways, good thing there's no repeater here because I would have timed it out 2 or 3 other times. Anyways, lots of activity on the YouTube stream. Keep it up, guys. Certainly appreciate all the activity there. Like and subscribe, all the rest of that stuff. And Chuck, I certainly hope that your computer woes and audio issues are short-lived. You're a champ when it comes to that stuff. Usually with a good night's sleep and a big pot of coffee, you'll blast right through that. Anyways, I'll turn it back to you, and you can ask me any questions you want, but I've taken up more than enough time.
All right, take a breath, Mac. Very good. Well, let's see if Bill was listening. VE3BMW, are you there?
So I got the whole thing. Yeah, I've been looking at it. Yeah, it looks like I got a nice little piece of equipment to play with. It's got good insight. Thanks for that. And yeah, it's all about playing. I picked up another one too. It was cheap. It's like $50 or something like that. It's got a 17-foot whip on it, 16-foot whip, something like that. So it's good for 20 meters and whatever else. And it's got this little base on it that screws a coax into. So got that to play with. So yep, it's all about having fun. That's what I'll be doing. Thanks again.
All right, very good then. Glad you caught that, and that way Mac won't feel like he was talking for nothing. Because I don't have a Pac-12 yet. I'm thinking about it, but I'm also thinking about replacing my my diamond antenna. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. All right then. Let's see now. Let's see if anyone else is out there would like to check into this week's A.REG, the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is Chuck in Hamilton, VA3CJZ.
Victor Alpha 3, Mike Hotel Victor.
All right, Victor Alpha 3, Mike Hotel Victor. Mark, come on in. What's happening?
VA3CJZ, VA3MHV. Evening, Chuck, and all on the net and all on the stream and everywhere else in between. Not much going on here, Chuck. I'm down and out a bit with a little bout of shingles. So I got an antiviral in me and some calamine all over my back and just been kind of laying low, Chuck. Not doing a lot of anything. Looking forward to the A.REG. Thought I'd check in and I will be listening along for the duration. VA3MHV, back to you, Chuck.
Comment.
Okay, go ahead, comment.
Maybe it's a little soon, but somehow I'm thinking that between the Home Depot guy and the case of shingles, there's got to be a joke in there somewhere.
Home Depot shingles. Okay. All right, Mac, you're stretching, but all right.
Wrong department, Mac, but yeah, I used to work over on that side. But I get it. That's a good one. VA3MHV, thanks for doing it, Chuck. I'll be here for the night.
All right, very good, Mark. I got my first shot of the vaccine a month ago. So tomorrow I got to phone the doctors and make an appointment to go in for the second shot. Now, oddly enough, Mark, I've got a mystery pain on my right side, just above the waist there, and it feels like my skin, only my skin, is super, super sensitive. It's actually painful to have my t-shirt rub against it. So it's kind of like, I guess you would say if you had the shingles, you don't want any movement. Otherwise, the pain will be felt. Anyhow, Mark, take care. Get the missus to put lots of that lotion on there and feel better. All right. Anyone else out there wishing to check in, please come now.
VE3LBI.
All right, I got VE3LBI. Was there someone else?
Victor Echo 3, Foxtrot, X-Ray, India.
Okay, Foxtrot, X-Ray, India. Just stand by. Let's bring in VE3LBI. Larry.
Yep, good evening all. Nothing really to report today. My wife and I were out for a little bit. I won't talk about the weather because you wouldn't want to hear the words I have to say about it.
Yeah, Larry, I'm not impressed. We keep watching the CH News at night at 11 there, hoping to get good news, and it's like, oh, are you kidding me? What else is new? Yeah.
I know they're talking frost up north again, so mind you, I guess it's only, well, we're not in May yet, so we could get almost anything still. I'm still wondering, hopefully won't get that other four-letter word. We might get one final, but I hope not.
Yeah, I don't think so. Not down here, Larry. You might see some falling, but nothing's going to stick.
I hope not, Jack. All right. Anyways, I want to talk to you tomorrow through the daytime sometime via phone. I got a piece of software you might be interested in.
All right, then. I'll put you in my calendar.
Yeah, book me a spot, would you? I know you're busy.
Yeah. Friday, I'm definitely going to be busy, and out of it, I'll be at McMaster Pain Clinic.
Morning or afternoon?
Oh, I get the Friday afternoon treatment. Second from last patient of the day.
Oh, all right then. All right, well, whatever. I'll get in touch with you. I got a piece of software, like I said, you might be interested in. So, all right, I'll let you pick up the other party behind me there.
I'll listen along. VE3, I'll be back.
All right, Larry, sounds good. All right, so let's bring in Victor Echo 3, Fox X-Ray India. I believe that's Phil, right, in Burlington?
Yes, sir, actually, and you can blame Wade for my being here. We have a mutual friend that actually turned me onto the factory here, although I had trouble finding you today. Thanks, I guess, Mac, for taking over the live stream. It is a little surreal, actually, to deal with the audio differences for the people I can't hear, but either way, I'm actually coming at you through a disco antenna that's in my attic, so I wasn't even sure if I was going to get in here tonight. So.
Oh, yeah, not a problem. With my receive amp off, you're coming in just under 3S units. Slight bit of noise with you, and so yeah. What are you using?
Well, the actual radio is it's an FT991A, and the antenna in the attic is actually a disco, and it's a Diamond D130J. I was using it for just listening before, and I thought, well, it seems to want to work on this, and I don't do a lot of VHF, so I'll just give it a shot. I'm newly minted, so this is all new to me.
All right. Well, congratulations, Phil, and welcome to the hobby. And yeah, discone antennas don't have any gain, but they're great for receive. So yeah, I'm sure we'll have to lay the blame on Wade and congratulate you at the same time.
Well, thanks much. I should qualify that. I'm not newly minted. I'll be turning 66 in a few weeks, but I've had a lifelong interest in the hobby, and finally decided, as a result of playing with some LoRa stuff, that I'd come back and look at the radio thing again, and that just got me reinterested. Oh, here I am. So.
Yeah, Phil, absolutely. By the way, the name here is Chuck, Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, and I'm located in East Hamilton near the Center Mall, and or the, what do they call it? The at the center on Barton or something crazy. I don't know. They changed it. But anyways, yeah, very good, Phil. Normally I do stream the net, but I was having issues with my software not recognizing the radio audio. And so I think there's some drivers I have to look into, or something of that nature, and get it back up and running again. But yeah, it's always nice to be able to hear yourself, see your signal strength, and that way it gives you an idea, especially, people starting out, to get a feel of, if they should be doing something different, or upgrading their antennas, or what have you. So simplex is a lot of fun, and you don't have to worry about the owner of a repeater, and all that stuff. And so yeah, there's all kinds of aspects, if you don't have an HF capable antenna, there's always a way. Trust me, your best friend is Google and YouTube. If you want to know how to do something, two great places to look at. Anyhow, Phil, thanks again for checking in, sir. Do you have anything else?
Nope, just that I've got to try to improve my VHF capability. I've got some HF stuff outside that's been working very well for me for the last couple of weeks, and I'd say this is kind of doing this whole thing is a little new. Actually, I'm probably not too far away from you. I'm on 12th line in Burlington, close to the lake. So yeah, it's considering the proximity. Yeah, I think I can do better than that.
Yeah, well, like I said, discones have no gain. So you might want to try and get an antenna with some gain. But I'm hearing you, like I said earlier, actually, now that I looked again, you're an S2, solid S2. And when I turn my receive amp on, you're at a beautiful 5.9. Anyhow, thanks again, Phil, and welcome to the hobby. Anyone else looking to check into tonight's net, please come now. All right. So, okay, what's next? How about some announcements? I've got some contests here on the weekend you may be interested in. And so we go to contestcalendar.com and we start off with a 2.3 gigahertz and up contest and club challenge. That's for, just for any mode. And the bands is 2.3 gigs and up. And next we have a microwave spring sprint. And that is geographic focus is North America and participation is North America only. So that should be interesting. The bands are all above 902 megahertz. Next, we've got the A.REG International DX contest for phone, CW, and RIDI, RTTY. And the bands are 10, 15, 20, 40, and 80. If you're into PSK, there's a F9AA Cup, F9AA Cup, and that's for 2 meters, 10, 15, 20, 40, and 80 for PSK. All right, so next we've got the 7th call area QSO party. And geographic focus is the United States, Canada. Participation is worldwide for this one. CW, phone, and digital, but no FT8. That's for 10 meters, 15, 20, 40, 80, and 160. And then finally we end with 3 state QSO parties. We've got the Indiana QSO party, the Delaware QSO party, and the New England QSO party. They're all different, so I'll tell you real quick here. The Indiana QSO party is for phone and CW for 10 meters, 15, 20, 40, 80, and 160. Start time is 1500 Zulu May 2nd to 0300 Zulu May 3rd. The Delaware QSO party is for digital, which is CW, RTTY, digital, and phone. And that starts with VHF bands, 10, 15, 20, 40, 80, and 160 meters. And that starts at 1700 Zulu May 2nd to 2359 Zulu May 3rd. Finally, the New England QSO party is for phone and CW/digital. 10 meters, 15, 20, 40, and 80. Start time, there are 2 start and stop times. 2000 Zulu is the May 2nd start time until 0500 Zulu, May 3rd. And then starts up again on May 3rd at 1300 Zulu until 2400 Zulu. And that's it for the contest. If you want more information, just open your web browser, type in contestcalendar.com and click on the 8-day schedule button at the top near the home button, and that'll give you a list. All right, with that, is there anyone here that has any announcement that they would like to make? Please come now.
VA3NCA.
VA3NCA, VA3CJZ.
VA3CJZ, VA3NCA. Yeah, I'm not sure if I mentioned this here or not, or announced it here or not, but just in case, I'll repeat myself, or I'll say it for the first time. Anyways, those of you who have tested recently, or for an upgrade, or for a license, you may have been caught up in the fact that REG had, ISED had some difficulty securing paper for printing their certificates, of all things. Anyways, that has been fixed. seen at least one person reach back out to me to mention that they finally did get their new certificate after having taken a test. So if any of you out there are waiting for a certificate print from ISED for an upgrade or a new license, your wait should be coming to an end. And I hear that the certificates are printing again and being sent out. So just in case people hadn't heard that, I wanted to pass it along there. Chuck, thanks for giving me some time. VA3CJZ, VA3NCA.
Okay. No papers, man. I ain't got no papers, man. No certificate for you. Like the soup Nazi there. Okay, very good. Thanks, Wade. And so with that, is there anyone else that might have something they'd like to announce?
V3FXI again. I just wanted to say, actually, I think I was the guy that said to Wade that I got my certificate recently, and their resolution to the paper stock issue was just to print them on plain copy paper. But hey, I got it.
All right, Phil. You know, that's usually the thing that everybody waits for in the mail once they pass their test there. So right on. And I see Bill has checked in, VE3IUK, and he's just a YouTube check-in, but he did mention, which reminded me, that Dan McLean, longtime CHCH news anchor, passed away today at the age of 78. I'm sure a lot of you remember Dan McLean. All right, so I will add Bill to the log, and I'll do that right now before I forget. So I'm wondering if Rob is still there, VE3GN?
Yeah, I'm still here, VE3 Golf November.
All right, didn't get to talk much there at the beginning while taking check-ins and getting everything sorted. What's new with you? Did you hear the news about Dan McLean?
Yeah, I saw it on my my YouTube feed, and very, very sad. But boy, what an amazing broadcasting career.
Oh yeah, that's probably before my time here in Hamilton. So I remember, when I first moved here, seeing him on the news all the time. 78 though. Who else? Oh, somebody had just, Jack Nicholson just turned 89. And there's a picture of him. Man, he looks a mess.
Well, 89 isn't exactly a spring chicken anymore.
Yeah. Apparently, he's rarely seen in public, and the paparazzi hang out in front of his house and try and get a picture of him. Sometimes he'll go out and sit at a table there, but not very often. But yeah, he's like I said, 89, I think. So, but I mean, even when he was younger, if he wasn't at an Academy Awards show, he always looked disheveled and had that crazy look. So yeah, it kind of reminds me of Nick Nolte. Rough looking.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of another contemporary of Nicholson there. What's his name? He was in Blue Velvet. He was in Easy Rider. What's his name? You know what I'm talking about?
Hopper? Dennis Hopper or Fonda?
Yeah, Dennis Hopper. Yeah, another crazy actor. Like Jack Nicholson, Dennis Hopper, both of them had an element of crazy to them, to their real personalities, from what I was able to gather from interviews and stuff. which is what made them great actors.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So, anything new and exciting with you there, Rob?
No. If you don't mind me plugging my 2-meter net, though, would that be okay?
Absolutely. That's why when I said if there's anyone that would like to make announcements, that would have been your cue. But I'll give it to you now. The floor is yours.
Yeah, for anybody who would like to join our 2-meter net, it's on single sideband on 144.205 every Saturday morning at 8:30. It goes on for about an hour, maybe more, depending on the amount of check-ins. But we've had a lot of stations checking in, and as the sporadic season and inversion season and all that tropo season, if comes upon us there over starting now actually with the tropo and in May through June, and sporadic season starting in the end of May. We can get some really, really good conditions on 2 meters. So this gives everybody an opportunity to work some grid squares. We get regularly we get about 4 different grid squares, guys from 4 different grid squares checking in. So just trying to promote single sideband on 2 meters, which has been lacking in recent years, and that's the idea. So Saturdays at 8:30 a.m.
All right, 8:30 a.m. and where again?
144.205 upper sideband.
There we go. We'll add that to the list there, Rob. Very good. 144.205 upper sideband. Saturday mornings, 8:30. You can listen to the Bugs Bunny cartoon hour at the same time.
Yeah, sure. In fact, that's what I do. I have a little TV here in the shack, and I watch it. I used to watch that all the time when I was a kid. All right, I'm gonna say 7-3 all around. Thanks for being there, Chuck. Great net, and sorry I can't check in more often, but I try. Anyway, 7-3, and thanks again. Have a great evening. VA3CJZ.
Okay, Rob, I'll try and make it when I can. It depends how late my wife keeps me up on Friday nights there. She works afternoon shift, so that means I'm on afternoon shift. We went through this before, but anyway, thanks for your check-in, Rob. Have a great rest of the evening also. And so we'll clear with VE3 Golf November. And let's see, does anyone have any subject they'd like to bring up, or shall we dive right into the trivia? Do a little bit of trivia, I think, right? We're almost at 9 p.m. I think it's about time. All right. Okay. I should have... I've got a couple that I really liked here, so we could jump in between them. All right, so I've got the stream up. Thank you, Mac. And I guess we're going to start off with some sci-fi movie stuff. What 1982 film features computer programmer Kevin Flynn? Kevin Flynn, that should ring a bell to some of you. Kevin Flynn is the guy in the movie Tron. And I think they came out with one not too long ago, too, another Tron movie recently. All right, let's see who can get this one right. In MASH, what does the acronym stand for? What does MASH stand for?
Mobile Army Surgical Hospital.
Oh, there's somebody who's got it right. got it right. Is that Chris?
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Kilo Zulu, Chuck. I got it. Thanks.
All right, let me add you to the log there. Chris, I'm sorry, is it VA?
Yeah, VA3, yep, CKZ, yep.
All right, there we go. Gotcha. All right, very good. That's right. I watched it when it first came out. Yeah, not too many people know that one. Okay, next. Which civilization, we've done this one too before, which civilization is believed to have first domesticated cats?
Walk like an Egyptian.
All right, you got that right, Mac. And, oh, Wade, yeah, I couldn't see the name there, so I had to move over. Okay, yeah, Wade got that right as well. And Bill, I see. Very good, it is the Egyptians. And I think they had the hairless cat called the Sphinx. All right, who knows what the name of the high school in Greece was called? I'll give you a hint. It starts with the letter R. What's the name of the high school in the movie Grease?
Rendell.
Yeah, Rendell, that's right, yeah.
Well, close. It's Rydell. Rydell High. Very good. Was that Chris? WPG? Who gave the answer?
Oh, I'm sorry, Chuck. It's Mike. VA3CJZ.
All right, right. I recognized the voice, but I wasn't sure who it was. All right, Mike, welcome to the net. How are things with you?
Very good, actually. Yep, all good. How about you?
Other than the usual aches and pains, they're doing all right. Looking forward to some warmer temperatures, of course. And I'm sure once they get here, we're going to complain about the heat wave.
Well, for me, the aches and pains are in the morning, and then I walk the dog and do a few things, and then I'm good for a while, and then repeat in the morning. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the good weather. Absolutely. And I just turned on the radio a little late. That's why I just chimed in.
All right, no worries, Mike. Welcome to the net. Anyone else out there listening would like to check in who haven't already? Come now. All right. Which instrument is known as the queen of the instruments in an orchestra?
I'm going to guess it's the harp.
Try again.
If I'm not mistaken, it's the oboe, because that's what everybody tunes to.
Well, the answer I have here is the violin. The violin has always been the standout in an orchestra. So, yeah, there you go. All right, we're right up your alley next there, Mac, with some food. What well-known Cajun dish from Louisiana features a strong, spicy roux with seafood or sausage? What's it called?
Jambalaya.
Well, I don't know if that's the same as gumbo, but that's the answer I got. Gumbo.
Yes, sirree. And I think the jambalaya is the fashion in which they serve it over rice, right? Yes, the gumbo. Everything that has any protein in it and lots of spice and a spicy roux. Yum, yum, get you some.
Oh yeah, I've seen those gator hunters there make some pretty neat stuff too. All right, another food question. Which vegetable is also known as a courgette? Courgette.
A zucchini.
Absolutely, the zucchini. What does the Latin phrase carpe diem mean?
Seize the moment.
Yeah, actually, I have seized the day, but close enough, Mac. You and Wade got that right, and Bill got the gumbo. All right. Who created the comic strip Peanuts?
Wasn't it Schultz?
Charles M.
That is correct, Mr. Charles M. Schultz. Very good, Larry, Mac, and Wade, Mark. All right. What musical band was formerly known as the Warlocks? I didn't know this one. Yeah, it's a very famous band from back in the day. I'll give you a hint. It involves hippies. Absolutely, din din din. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Wade got it right with the Grateful Dead. Used to be known as the Warlocks. Oh, which mammal has the most powerful bite? So anything that breathes air. And this animal also kills the most people per year. And it is, in fact, the hippo. Very good, Bill. The hippo has the most powerful bite. What treat is known as fairy floss in Australia? Candy floss? Yeah, it's cotton candy. Same thing. The word floss should have gave it away. You guys got that right. All right, who is the creator of the TV series The Simpsons? And by the way, on YouTube, Wade got the cotton candy, and so did Mark and Bill, IUK. And Matt Groening is the correct answer. Wade got that right. He is the creator of The Simpsons. What famed magician died on Halloween, 1926? Yeah, that fact escaped me. It was, in fact, Houdini who died on Halloween in 1926. So, yeah, good one. All right. Which part of the human body can grow back if a portion is removed?
Liver.
Yep, liver and onions.
I think it's the only the only organ that will self-generate.
That's what she said.
What organ keeps growing?
I believe it's the nose.
Only your nose knows.
Hey, break. VA3NFG mobile. Steve, I hear you loud and clear. Come on in. Well, most parts of the body will regenerate itself, like your skin, of course, because it heals. But I was talking about organs. The liver, I think, is the only one that will regenerate. All right, Steve. Very good then. A little bit choppy there, but I can make out everything you're saying. Thanks for checking in. How are things with Mom? Have you made, has she moved into a new place yet? Was she happy? All right, Steve, I kind of lost you there, so I'll wait till you get a little closer or get home, and we can chat some more. Just let us know, all right?
Roger that.
All righty then. Let's see if there's anyone else out there wishing to check in with us here on the A.REG net. This is Chuck in Hamilton, VA3CJZ. Please come now. All right. Oh, yeah. Does anyone know who voices the character of Bart Simpson? I finally saw her face for the first time just the other day.
Don't have a cow, man.
Nancy Cartwright is the voice of Bart Simpson. Which sitcom featured an alien with a spaceship shaped like an egg?
Mork from Mork.
Nanu.
Yeah, it was called Mork and Mindy. She was a little hottie.
Oh, yes. All right. Which ocean current was discovered by Benjamin Franklin? Which ocean current was discovered by Ben Franklin?
The Gulf Stream.
Absolutely, the Gulf Stream. I believe that was Mike, VE3EGE. Very good. Now, what is the largest bird of prey in the world?
condor?
Look at that, eh? The Andean condor is the largest bird of prey in the world. Very good. Which actor voiced Darth Vader in the original Star Wars trilogy? Which actor voiced Darth Vader in the original Star Wars trilogy? And Mark got that right, James Earl Jones. Absolutely. What planet is known as the evening star? What planet?
Mars. The Venus.
I believe Chris got that right. CKZ, it is Venus. Wade and Bill online got that right as well. Way to go. Which planet is known for having a hexagonal storm?
Jupiter.
It's the giant Saturn. It has a storm, I think, almost as big as Earth. All right, what's the largest bone in the human body?
That's what she said.
Skulls count.
Femur. That's right, the femur. And also Wade and Bill got that right. And Mark, the leg bone connected to the... Oh, you guys are funny. Which fruit's juice can be used as an invisible ink? Which fruit juice can be used as an invisible ink? I found that out when I was about 9 years old.
Lemon.
The lemon can be.
Absolutely. I think I either learned that through the back of a comic book or, oh geez, I forget. I think I bought invisible ink from the back of a comic book.
Did you get any sea monkeys?
I think I did too.
Awesome.
And of course, the little green army men.
Sometimes you find them in the dirt when you're digging in the backyard still.
Yep. All right. Well, let's move on now. Which futuristic film features characters who only eat Taco Bell? What was the name of the movie? Now, that's a pretty good question. The name of the movie is Demolition Man with Stallone and Wesley Snipes, I believe. They only hate Taco Bell. All right. What kind of plant does the vanilla bean come from? What's it called?
An orchid.
Absolutely. I did not know that. I just knew it came in a bean. Which insect is known for its quote, waggle dance, end quote. Which insect is known for its waggle dance? And that's another one I didn't know, and it is in fact the honeybee. Wade got that right. Way to go. Ooh, here's one maybe you older folks might know. Which root vegetable can be used to predict the weather, according to folklore? Which root vegetable can be used to predict the weather, according to folklore? That would be the mighty onion. Didn't know that. What is the main flavoring ingredient in traditional root beer? Traditional root beer.
Caramel.
No, sir. Try again. What is the main flavoring ingredient in traditional root beer? I remember my grandmother used to bring me to her brother's butcher shop, and she gave me root beer, and here I thought, Hires root beer, and it was traditional, no sugar root beer. It was horrible. So the answer is sassafras.
Haven't heard that since the Little Rascals, that word.
The old black and white movies, yeah. From the 30s. I know. Sassafras. Give me some sassafras.
Thuffer and thuckatath.
Frass.
Yeah, you don't hear that often anymore. All right, what superhero is known for his love of chimichangas?
By the way, Daffy Duck said suffering sassafras. Had to get that in there, Chuck.
That's right. Daffy Duck did say sassafras. Or suffering sacket, yeah. All right, anyways, what superhero is known for his love of chimichangas? Deadpool. All right, we're going to move on this day shortly, but we're going to do a few more. Let's see. Which food item was used as a form of currency in ancient Rome? Wow, Wade must have some low latency over there. Wade got it right with salt. Salt was used as currency. What is the capital city of the Canadian province of British Columbia?
Victoria.
Yeah, not too many people know that. It is Victoria.
All the hype is on Vancouver, but it's just where the the Asians settle.
Like Toronto and Ottawa.
Yeah, that's right. Bill also got that right on YouTube. Victoria and Wade got that right. All right. Which two animals are on the Australian coat of arms?
Kangaroos and koalas.
You're half right. It's the kangaroo and emu. All right, so we're going to put a fork in it, so we'll have plenty of time to do the on this day, and then do the last round before 10 p.m. And yeah, so it's currently 9:24 p.m. in Hamilton. Currently 8.6 degrees Celsius, or around I don't know, 48 Fahrenheit or so. So with that, do we have any check-ins for tonight's A.REG net? This is VA3CJZ Chuck in Hamilton. All right then. So let's go to on this day, and we're at week 272 for on this day. And we always start with today's famous birthdays, and we got quite the list this time. Bill is taking off, VE3IUK. Good night, Bill. Thanks for sticking around as long as you did. All right, so let's start off with William Randolph Hearst, born on this day, April 29th, in 1863. William Randolph Hearst was an American newspaper publisher. He had the San Francisco Examiner, the Seattle Post, and he was born in San Francisco, California. Next is Hirohito, born on this day, 1901. He's the 124th Emperor of Japan between 1926 and 1989, and the longest reigning emperor at 62 years. He was born in the Ayama Palace, Tokyo. Born in 1926 is Paul Baran, B-A-R-A-N. He's a Polish-American internet pioneer who helped create the technical underpinnings of ARPANET. Born in Grodno, Poland. He died in 2011. Now, I looked up ARPANET, and that stands for the Advanced Research Projects Agency Network. Established in 1969 by the U.S. Department of Defense, and was the world's first operational packet-switched network and the precursor to the modern Internet. It connected computers at research institutions and universities, allowing for resource sharing, and successfully utilized TCP/IP protocols to evolve into the Internet by 1983. Willie Nelson, the only man to ever outsmoke Snoop Dogg, is 93 years old today. Born in 1933, he's an American country singer-songwriter. On the road again, born in Abbott, Texas. Happy birthday, Willie.
And he's going on tour again.
No way.
Way.
That's funny. All right, thanks for that, Mac. All right, next is Otis Rush, born on this day in 1935. He's an American blues musician. You might remember the song, I was in the right place, must have been the wrong time. born in Philadelphia, Mississippi, and he died in 2018. I used to love that song. Oh, I see someone would like to check in. VA3 Sierra Mike November. Would you like to check in, sir?
I would love to. I just missed the last call out that you made because I just couldn't get the radio on in time. But thanks for coming to rescue me. And I'm glad. Sorry I'm late. I got stuck at work, but I'm glad I didn't miss the whole show, and I'm here to join in now.
All right, very good. You're just in time for the on this day portion, but as you can see, Mac is streaming for me tonight as I've been having some audio issues here. So, yeah, thanks for joining us there, Matt. Everything all right?
Everything is A-okay, and especially since as of about 20 minutes ago, I'm on vacation for a week and a half. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Oh, no, that means we're going to have crappy weather. Just kidding.
Well, it's opening season, or opening weekend for the campground that we stay at. So we'll be busy up there doing stuff, and if it rains, we just have to go inside and relax. So no big deal.
Oh, yeah. Do you chop your own firewood or you buy it?
A bit of both. Usually we end up buying it, but yeah, there's sometimes, a lot of times my son will come up and chop up some wood for us. So yeah, a bit of both.
Right on, right on. I gotta find a wood splitter. That, or I'm gonna have to really, really sharpen my my maul, and because I got some big chunks there, I need help splitting.
Yeah, no matter what you have, it's not an easy task, you know, unless maybe you got a big chainsaw or something.
Yeah. Well, we'll figure it out. Okay, Matt. Well, thank you so much for joining us and checking in. Actually, you're number 19 so far. I think we may have a couple more, but I'll have to check the YouTube stream, see if I missed anyone. But we're doing really good so far. So let's get back to it. But before I do, is there anyone else out there wishing to check in, or anyone with a comment or question? Please come now. All right, on this day. Next, we have Bernie Madoff, born on this day, 1938. Of course, he's the American fraudster and financier who committed the largest fraud in U.S. history. He was born in Queens, New York. He passed away in 2021. Born in 1938, we've got Klaus Voormann, a German rock bassist for the band Manfred Mann, John Lennon, George Harrison, Harry Nilsson, Carly Simon, and he was also the album cover artist for the Beatles' Revolver album and the Ringo Starr Ringo album, born in Berlin, Germany. Richard Klein, born on this day, 1944. You might remember him as Larry Dallas in Three's Company. He was the the one that was always trying to hit on the girls. I think pretty much everyone here has watched Three's Company at some point. Larry Dallas, born in New York City, still around. Born in 1947, Tommy James. an American singer-songwriter who's famous for the song Crimson and Clover, Over and Over. Born in Dayton, Ohio. I used to love that song. Dale Earnhardt, born on this day, 1951. An American auto racer and 7-time NASCAR Winston Cup Series champ, born in Kannapolis, North Carolina. He died in 2001 during a race which made NASCAR install gear that would secure the head of the drivers as he broke his neck during a car crash. And so now they have head restraints. They are strapped, their heads are wired into this kind of like a baby seat for the head. And it saves a lot of lives now. Jerry Seinfeld turns 72 today, born in 1954. We all know Jerry Seinfeld, born in Brooklyn, New York. Daniel Day-Lewis is 69 today. Man, he did some good movies. Born in 1957, he's an English actor. You might remember the movie The Last of the Mohicans. That was a great movie. Gangs of New York, awesome movie. And he was born in London. Also, he did another good movie called There Will Be Blood. And that was about the early days of the oil boom in the States. Or was it England? I'm not sure. Born in 1957, Timothy Treadwell, an American environmentalist and bear enthusiast who was mauled to death and eaten by bears. They're called wild animals for a reason. Born on Long Island, New York. He died in 2003 as he became a meal for some bears. Mark Randolph, born on this day, 1958, is an American entrepreneur and co-founder and ex-CEO of Netflix. Born in Chappaqua, New York. Mark Randolph. Michelle Pfeiffer turns 68 today. She's still looking great. Born in 1958, she's an American actress. She was in so many movies, but here they've got Scarface, Batman Returns, and Hairspray, among many others. Born in Santa Ana, California. Curtis Joseph was born on this day, 1967. He's a Canadian NHL goalie with Team Canada back in the day, and then the Edmonton Oilers. He was born in Keswick, Ontario. And finally, Uma Thurman is 56 today. Born in 1970. She's an American actress, famously in the Pulp Fiction movies and others. She was actually in a, what is it, a Fast and Furious? She played, or no, I forget now. She plays a bad person. Anyways, born in Boston, Massachusetts. And that's it for famous people born on this day. Do we have any check-ins, questions, or comments? Please come now. Next, who died today in history, you might ask? Well, let's go all the way back to 1579. Fray Diego de Landa, a Spanish Franciscan Bishop of Yucatan, who both destroyed books of the Maya and documented them. Dies at the age of 54. Yeah, back then the Spanish would go in and just wipe out whole civilizations by burning their books and their history. So next we've got Abraham Gesner, died in 1864. He was a Canadian geologist and the inventor of kerosene. Dies at the age of 66. Dying in 1937, Wallace Carothers, an American chemist and inventor of nylon. He commits suicide at the age of 41. YouTube ate your message, Wade. Oh, that's funny. All right, next, dying on this day next is Alfred Hitchcock. He was born in 1899, but died on this day in 1980. Of course, he's an English filmmaker for the movie Psycho, The Birds, Rear Window, Vertigo, and others, I presume. Dies of renal failure at the age of 80. All right, next, let's go to the year 2008, and Albert Hoffman died on that day, or on this day in 2008. He's a Swiss chemist who first synthesized and ingested LSD. Dies of a heart attack at the age of 102. Wow. All right. Next, the year is also 2008. Michael or Mickey Waller, a British blues and rock drummer for the band Long John Baldry, and then Jeff Beck group. Dies of liver failure at the age of 66. And finally, in 2023, Tim Bachman, a Canadian rock guitarist and vocalist for BTO, and dies of brain cancer at the age of 71. And so that's it for people passing away on this day. Again, any questions, comments, or check-ins, please come now.
VA3NCA.
VA3NCA.
VA3CJZ, VA3NCA. Yeah, that message that got eaten, it's because I guess I used a naughty word on YouTube. The movie you were looking for was Kill Bill, I think. And so I put in Kill Bill, and they didn't transmit that, I'm guessing, because of the kill part. And that's why my comment there about, not Archer Bill's Kill Bill the movie. But anyways, and then Mac came up with the very helpful Quill Bill workaround. But anyways, that's what I was talking about. I think the movie you were looking for was Kill Bill. Back to you there, Chuck.
Yeah, let's hope the YouTube police won't give Mac a warning for the language we're using naming a movie.
Yeah, actually, that reminds me of WKRP and the radio police for Johnny Fever, coming after Johnny Fever.
Oh, yeah. Johnny Fever the Rebel. That was another great sitcom.
Absolutely, and I must be in YouTube jail because I put that in the chat and it's giving me a red line. I think that means I've been a bad YouTube person. But anyways, there, Chuck, I'll pass it back to you and let you carry on. VA3NCA.
Okay, very good. And frozen turkeys can't fly. That's right, Mac. I remember that episode. That was hilarious. They did a good job doing that one. All right, moving on to events today in history. And we start with the year 1813, and we have the first U.S. rubber patent is granted to Jacob F. Hummel, 1813, for the rubber patent. Next, Darwin sights the Andes. In 1834, Charles Darwin's expedition sees the top of the Andes Mountains from Patagonia. Where's that? Where's Patagonia? I thought that was like in Spain or something. But, okay. All right. Next, we have the Columbia Bank Robbery. In 1872, Jesse James' gang robs a bank of $1,500 in Columbia, Kentucky, killing bank employee Robert A.C. Martin during the crime. Next, in 1882, we have the Electromote. The forerunner of the trolley bus is tested by Werner von Siemens, that's right, in Berlin, Germany, from the Siemens Company. And then in 1886, we have the first public electricity service beginning in the Netherlands. Jumping to 1930, we have a telephone connection between Britain and Australia entering service. That's probably from those telephone lines that they were laying at the bottom of the ocean. Ever seen those boats with those huge spools? All right, 1937, the symbolic Golden Rivet, completing the Golden Gate Bridge connecting San Francisco and Marin County, is driven, later replaced with a more structurally sound steel version, as that gold one would have just disintegrated. Hacksaw Ridge. On this day, in 1945, April 29th, conscientious objector Desmond Doss saves 75 wounded soldiers in the Battle of Okinawa at Hacksaw Ridge, later depicted in the Oscar-winning film Hacksaw Ridge. Yep, he refused to carry a rifle. All right, also in 1945, the U.S. Army liberates 31,601 people from the Dachau Nazi concentration camp in Germany. Wow, that's one big concentration camp. 31,601. Woo! In 1953, the first experimental 3D TV broadcast shows an episode of Space Patrol on Los Angeles ABC affiliate KECA TV. And then, in 1961, we have ABC's Wide World of Sports with that poor guy that keeps falling off the ski jump every week. Imagine being that guy, having to watch that show every week, and he's the one that crashed. All right. In 1965, Canadian folk singer-songwriter Joni Anderson, soon to be known as Joni Mitchell, meets American folk singer and future husband Chuck Mitchell at a gig in Toronto, Ontario. 1967, Aretha Franklin releases her single Respect, or should I say R-E-S-P-E-C-T, written by Otis Redding. It was a Billboard Song of the Year for 1967. And in honor of all the people who died in the Vietnam War, on this day in 1975, Charles McMahon and Darwin Judge are the last two United States servicemen killed in Vietnam during the Vietnam War. Now, also on this day, the U.S. begins to evacuate its citizens from Saigon in Operation Frequent Wind in response to advancing North Vietnamese forces, bringing an end to U.S. involvement in the Vietnam War. So in other words, they were losing and they left. In 1985, New York Yankees fire manager Yogi Berra 16 games into the season, despite assurance from owner George Steinbrenner that he would be kept for the whole season. Billy Martin is named as his replacement. And I don't ever remember hearing about this, but on this day in 1986, 800,000 books are destroyed by fire in the Los Angeles Central Library. Wow. Also in 1986, we've got the NFL draft. Auburn running back Bo Jackson is the first pick by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. One of only a handful of athletes who was able to play pro baseball and pro football at the same time. On this day in 1990, wrecking cranes begin tearing down the Berlin Wall at the Brandenburg Gate. Wow, lots of stuff here on this day. In 1992, a jury acquits Los Angeles Police Department officers on charges of excessive force in the beating of Rodney King. The decision sparks massive riots in the city. I don't know about you guys, but I remember watching most of it on television. It was crazy. And on a lighter note, in 1995, the longest sausage ever at 28.77 miles was made in Kitchener, Ontario. Who heard about this, I wonder? Any of you ever hear about it? All right, guess not. 28 miles. Jesus. All right, and on this day in 2004, Oldsmobile builds its final car, ending 107 years of production in 2004. Here, little thing I found, it says the last Oldsmobile ever built was a 2004 Oldsmobile Alero GLS sedan. It rolled off the Lansing, Michigan assembly line on April 29, 2004, featuring a dark cherry metallic paint job and signatures from factory workers under the hood and special final 500 badges marking the end of the 107-year-old brand. In 2015, German measles is declared eradicated from North and South America, the first world region to do so. Now remember this, I got another story for you coming up. But first, The Simpsons make TV history. On this day in 2018, animated series The Simpsons surpasses the 635 episode count from Gunsmoke, now rated as the highest number of episodes on any series on TV. And they can also predict the future. Also in 2018, Sweden's official Twitter account confirms that the Swedish Swedish meatballs actually originated in Turkey. Oh well. And jumping to 2019, where was the other one? 2015, the German measles eradicated. In 2019, over 700 people infected with measles in the U.S. is the highest number for 25 years. Oops, I guess it wasn't eradicated. And we're almost done here. In 2020, a world record for the longest single lightning flash of 477 miles across the U.S. states of Texas, Louisiana, and Mississippi, according to the World Meteorological Organization. And finally, Willie Nelson's 90th birthday concert was held in 2023. Country singer Willie Nelson hosts the first of two nights of his 90th birthday concerts for himself at the Hollywood Bowl in Los Angeles, California, and guest performers include Lyle Lovett, Neil Young, Snoop Dogg, George Strait, Roseanne Cash, Chris Christopherson, Norah Jones, Chris Stapleton, Beck, Tom Jones, and Ziggy Marley, among others. And I believe that's it for on this day. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did researching it for all you folks. And thank you for listening. With that, do we have any questions, comments, or any late check-ins for tonight's net before I start the 7-3 round? All right, we had a great turnout tonight. As I mentioned earlier, 19 check-ins so far. I'll double-check the YouTube stream to see if I missed any, but that's a great turnout. Thank you, everyone. And so let's go at the top of the list. Oh, Edward was waiting for cheap muffins there earlier. I wonder how he made out. Victor Echo 3, Victor Yankee Tango. Are you there, Edward? How about Mike in Burlington, VE3 KMQ? All right. I'd like to acknowledge Rob GN, who checked out earlier. And on YouTube, we had VA3OYL. Deb, thank you for joining us, Deb. Next, let's go to VE3BNW.
Make sure to grab the microphone here, VE3BNW. Yeah, just sort of tearing the shack apart here. I had a problem with my VHF antenna. It turned out to be a bad patch cord. You should be able to hear me now, though.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
All right, I'll just get back to us, getting back to the FT8 stuff, having fun. Great job as always, Chuck. We'll talk to you later. VE3BNW.
All right, Bill. Enjoy. I know what it's like. All right, next, let's bring in Wade. VA3 November Charlie Alpha.
VA3CJZ, VA3NCA. Thanks for doing it again there, Chuck. Always appreciate it. A great way to spend a Wednesday. Just one quick note to people. You mentioned Rob and his 2-meter net that he advertised. There is a channel on our Discord called Local Nets, hashtag local-nets. And it's a little out of date, but I do tend to try and keep the local net times and frequencies posted there. And so I've added Rob's 2-meter upper sideband net on 144.205 on Saturday mornings at 8:30 in the morning. I've added it to the channel pin for local-nets. So anybody who's listening who's on the Discord, go there and take a look if you want to remind yourself where it is and when it is. And if you're not on the Discord and you're a local who has interest in POTA and that that type of thing, feel free to contact us. We're good on QRZ, and we'll get you an invite. Anyways, that's it for me there. Chuck, thanks for doing it. 7-3 to you and to all, and I'll send it back to you. VA3CJZ, VA3NCF.
Okay, Wade, thank you for doing that, posting that on Discord. And yeah, I mean, I went there a couple of weeks ago, and it was interesting. Of course, 2-meter simplex, I never get to do a lot of transmitting on, so because I don't hear much, so it's a nice change. Of course, Mac has the once a month on the first Sunday of every month, which will be this weekend. Again, the first Sunday of the month, which he'll be doing his net on Sunday night on 2-meter and 70 centimeters upper side. And of course, we look forward to that. Thanks, Wade. Thanks for playing along and sticking around. Always a pleasure. Next, let's bring in Mac, VA3IMW.
Well, how did you know I was still here? Yeah. We're definitely following along. Thanks so much for doing a super job. And waving a hand to everybody who's been active on the YouTube chat as well. Don't forget to come back and join us tomorrow night at 7 p.m. As we'll be hosting the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net at 7 o'clock on 446.125, and we'll be live streaming here as well. Thanks again, Chuck, and looking forward to warmer temperatures next week. All we got to do is grin and bear it, and I'm really hoping for good things for you for Friday. I trust all that works out well for you. Thanks again. Back to you.
Okay, Mac, very good, and thank you for streaming the net for me, and I certainly hope next week everything will be resolved, or I'll be smashing things. No. Anyways, thanks again, Mac, and let's see now. Guy in Ottawa, thanks for checking in, Guy. Next, Scott. Thank you, Scott, VE3QU. And next we have Mark, VA3 Mike Hotel Victor.
VA3CJZ, VA3MHV. Thank you, Chuck. Awesome as always. I hope your procedure on Friday goes off without a hitch there. Thank you for doing it, and I'll say 7-3 to everyone. Have a great rest of your week. VA3MHV. Thanks, Chuck.
All right, Mark, thanks for hanging in there, and I hope you feel better soon. Next is Phil in Burlington, VE3 Fox X-Ray India. You still there, Phil? All right, how about Chris, VA3 Charlie Kilo Zulu?
Yes, sir, I am. VE3FXI, and thanks for this. Actually, thanks to Wade for kind of turning on the resources.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Hope you enjoyed yourself, Phil, and we're here every Wednesday. And how about Chris? Are you there? VA3CKZ. Mike, VA3EGE.
Sorry, Chuck, it's VE3EGE, and that was my mistake earlier. Yeah, I'm here. It's good. Thanks for the trivia. It's always interesting, and thanks for hosting. It's always something to look forward to on a Wednesday evening. Thanks a lot, and 73 to everybody, and hopefully catch up with you again next Wednesday.
All right, Mike, sounds good. I've got you corrected in the log. I was wondering why nothing came up, and yeah, so got you in there. All right, you too. Have a great rest of the week and weekend coming up, and thank you for checking in. Next is Steve. Let's see if he made it home. VA3 November Fox Golf.
Chuck, made it home safe and sound. Yeah, 19 check-ins. That's a good number. Good turnout there. I was saying earlier there, yeah, we moved my mom into the nursing home this morning at 9:30. So she is happy and well, you know, it's day one. So I'll give her a call in the morning and see how things went tonight. And we'll have an update for you next time there, buddy. Thanks for doing the net, and we'll say 7-3 at this time. VA3CJZ.
Okay, Steve. Well, in the end, that's all that matters is your mom being happy and comfortable. So, way to go. And you can probably relax a little bit more now also. And good job. I'm sure it was a little taxing holding a full-time job down and doing everything you did. So kudos to you, sir. Hope somebody takes care of me like that if I make it that far. All right. Next is Matt, VE3 Sierra Mike November.
Thanks, Chuck. Short but sweet tonight. I'm sorry again I was late. I was trying to get home, but it didn't work out. But I'm very happy I got to catch the tail end and for the last quarter, anyways. And thanks for doing it, and thanks for such a great net. VE3SMN. I'll be here listening. Back to you, Chuck.
All right, Matt. Thanks again for taking the time out and tuning in. Always a pleasure. Take care. Have a great rest of the week. And shout out to Wayne from Mississauga, VA3 Fox Mike Bravo. Thanks for checking in, Wayne. And that is the last person I have on my list. Is there anyone else before I shut her down that would like to get into the log? Please come now. This is VA3CJZ.
I don't know. You always forget about me. That's it. I'm not checking no more nets with you. You always forget about me.
Oh, look at that. After Mark, it's VE3LBI. Didn't I call you? I'm sorry, Larry.
Get used to it, Chuck. No problem. Just ragging you now about it. So, anyways, no, we got that. I enjoyed it and the trivia. So, all right, have a good one. Thanks for picking me up. VE3LBI.
Yeah, geez, I don't know what it is with that. I just skip over. I don't know. My eyes see it, but my brain doesn't, I guess. I don't know. Sorry about that, Larry. All right. So I don't have to add you to the log, Larry. You are there. You are in at number 12. So anyhow, thank you all so much for checking in with me tonight and passing the last couple of hours, having a little bit of fun and playing some trivia and all that fun stuff. So I look forward to doing it all again next week. Same bad time, same bad channel. Until then, this is VA3CJZ, Chuck in Hamilton, saying so long for now. Remember to stay safe and be kind to one another. 7-3.
I know, you wrote it in lemon juice.
How'd you know?
Yes. Anyway, thanks, Chuck. All right. All the best. Good one. 7-3.
All right, 7-3.
And that'll bring the live stream to a close as well. Thanks for everybody joining us tonight. We're going to be back here tomorrow night, except a little earlier. We're going to start up at 7 p.m. and be streaming the Lake Ontario Radio Club net, utilizing a frequency of 446.125. And I'll be the net controller for that event. Until then, have a good night's rest and 7 3s. That's how we say goodbye.